Welcome to the Netflix Rookie Cup Series here on FMB TV number 3, and we have a good race on hand today for the start of a new season here at the Netflix Rookie Cup Series. Let's get to it here at Michigan for 50 laps, and it should be a good one. Let's get to qualifying and see who's going to take the first pole of the season. The 77 of Gardner, followed by the 17, the 2, the 23, and the 8 of Zach Brown will round out your top 5. Let's get to the race, and I'll kind of run down what we should be expecting this season. The Netflix Rookie Cup Series is a rookie series from the original Cup Series and Netflix Cup Series. This is also a free agency kind of sport. If you're good enough in this series, you may be good enough to be in the Cup Series, and you may be picked out of this series to be a part of it. We'll have to find out who is going to make or break in this series, and the first race of the season at Michigan is underway as Gardner leads them to the flag. Stafford wasting no time. Look at that. Going to get already around the 77, and he successfully does that. So it may look like the high line already just in one turn looks to be doing good, as these guys are making fast work of this backstretch over 185 miles per hour into turn 3. Going to get off the gas and then back into it as they get to the middle of the corner and back onto it out of the corner. Does the 17 lead the first lap? Because here comes the 2. And it's not going to get there in time, so Stafford leads to lap number 1, but he's probably not going to do the same for lap number 2, because here comes, well, the 2 car, as look at that contact going into the corner. And that's going to move Stafford up the track, and that may allow Pandiscio right there in the 23 to make a move if he can get there. And look at these cars dive to the apron, or dive onto the low line, excuse me. The 41 was there for a sec. Austin was there in the 43, and look at him. He's going to make it 3 wide. He's got to be careful though, and he is into the 47 there or the 41, excuse me. And man, the 41 and the 43 were literally locked together coming off that corner, and that could have been big. But they work it out. And look at this. Oh, they're in contact once again. So the 41, and that is Stafford, who has been in contact right there in the same exact spot 2 laps in a row. So he's got to be careful there to not get into trouble. But Pandiscio in the 23 is just starting to pull away as the 2 car is having trouble with the 77 of Gardner as he moves to the bottom. Gardner now not having to worry about too much, but Austin is there in the 43 and he's lurking. Got to keep that in mind. And look at these guys. 190 into turn 1. And the 77 just moved up the track a lot. And while these guys continue to do this, it's only giving Pandiscio a chance to run away with it. That last time by, 38.6 to these guys, 38.62. I mean, it's really close lap times, but we'll have to see if it really factors out as we're only 4 laps in. We'll have to see if these guys start to get a little bit more single filed out and start to catch the 23, because right now the 77 is trying to accomplish that, but as soon as he does, here comes the 43 and here comes the 2, and then look at this, London in the 19 looking to make a move on him. As this field has, ever since the drop of the green flag, has just really maintained a double file pace, as they have not been able to get away from each other. And look how close the 19 and the 77 are running together. Now I think the jig is up for the 23 of Pandiscio, because here the 43 is broken away from this pack back here. They're the only cars to do it in the entire pack, and it seems that 43 is going to be able to catch him now if he just stays like this. 6.26 last time, 8.59 for Pandiscio. Definitely running faster as Austin. We'll get back to the lead battle, but we'll go back here and see what's going on and go on board with Zach Brown, the 8. Look at the 47 get right under the 38, then having to back out As you see him get off the gas, that was almost big. As now we're 7 laps into this 50-lap race, a long race for these rookies, and they're gonna have to get used to these endurance races because 20 races in this season, and it's not gonna get any shorter by any chance. But you gotta remember, these are rookies, and rookies will make mistakes. And look at Tyler Wesley in the 18. Making a move, trying to get around the 2 car. Oh, the 14 having to get off the gas, it appears, because right around the 44 a fan went. Up front, though, Pandiscio continues to lead and is not able, the 43 is not able to really make any ground on him. But he is getting close enough to where the draft will come into effect and be a great deal of an equalizer. And right now, as he goes in there 192, Pandiscio about a miles per hour slower, only going in at 191, because without the draft in front of him, he's not really getting the, the air being blocked and increasing the speeds, but he is getting the clean air, so the car is handling better. But you're sacrificing speed there too. Look at the 44 fan. Talk about sacrificing speed. 43's arrival to the front position's got to be put on hold, because here comes the 44 fan, and he wants to get around the 43. As already 10 laps into this race. And it's been pretty quiet, as these guys are just trying to get their legs under them, take it easy, slow. And a very big track for a whole bunch of rookies trying to make a name for themselves in this series. And as of right now, they're doing a good job at it, because Cup Series this past year and the FMB Cup Series had a hard time going 6 or 7 laps without a caution. But I think it's just these new cars and the way they're built, and they're a lot more fluent with their movements, and they don't really jump out as much as the old cars would. And I think these rookies just need this right now, a little bit of an experience. And look at this, the teammates, the Lotus teammates here trying to get something going. The 59 and the 82, looks like they got sideways there for a sec. But up front, lead change, I believe, is being taken right now. Look at this, the 6. Who is this? Out of nowhere, Mud, and the 6 car comes out of nowhere, and now he's looking to take the lead, and he has taken it for now. And he's going to get around Pandiscio, so there you go. There's a little bit of a change up front. These guys now, they're ready for some business, as we are 12 laps in. And Mud right now, not going to waste any time, but will he keep the lead? Because look at the 06 of Bedford make the run on the low line, and he pulls right up to the side of the 6, gets real close, uses the side draft off the corner, give the 6 of Bedford the lead, and steal it from Mud. He will not get the 5 bonus points. And I believe the speed is starting to pick up, because we got a caution on track. Let's see what's going on here. And we got a car upside down. We got to make sure all these other guys get through here. And the 6, it's Baskinger, has went upside down, the 26, excuse me. And that is going to be a caution, but back to the line is Mud now trying to take it away from Bedford, and Mud looks to be leading this lap. Oh, he tries to not let Bedford get to the side of him. Photo finish at the line, but they're going to have to slow way down because we've had a terrible incident. As we are under our first caution, we've got a crash going into 1 under caution. And we were just saying these guys are rookies and anything like this could happen, and here you go. Looks like that's going to put the 27 in some damage and some other cars as well. Oh, the 18 of Tyler Wesley with some significant damage on the front end of that car. But let's go ahead and see if we can see what happened as we're looking for the 26. I think it's all going to start right here, right in front of Ryan Williams. Oh, the 2 gets turned by the 19, and then they get stuck together, and oh, look at that. The air gets under the car, sends it over, and then bam, on its roof. And I think he's going to barrel roll for, oh yeah, look at those barrel rolls. That is hard barrel rolls. Let's go on board with London in the 19 and see what he had to see out of his front windshield. It's going to be a wild ride. And then when he turns around and see, wow, look at Games almost getting in to the car that had just been in the crash. Look how close this comes. Wow, it doesn't get any closer than that, ladies and gentlemen. You can't fit anything in between that. Wow, that is crazy. And then let's go back up here and see what happened under caution as they're starting to slow down. Oh, I think initially it's the 14 gets turned, and then these guys back here just can't check up in time, and they get damaged doing that. See what happened. Oh, the 27 just, I guess the 27 thinks he's clear, and he comes right up into the 14. Nowhere for him to go. So as we're under caution, your leader as of right now is Mud. We're going to go to commercial break, and we'll be back after the messages, and we'll be back for the race restart. We are back underway here, and we've missed the restart. We're just catching it now. I haven't missed nothing, Mud, but Mud is trying to hold off Bedford, but that continued just before we went back to green flag conditions. Mud, though, continuing to lead after taking it away from Bedford on that final restart. And look at this, the 98 of Ryan Williams, who also races in the FMB Cup Series, is trying to get something going here with the NetFlix Rookie Cup Series, trying to get into that Cup Series. Right now, he couldn't really do much in the Cup Series. The talent over there seems to be a little bit too much for him, but he is making waste of these guys in the Rookie Series, and he's going to waste no time getting around Mud. I can guarantee that. Because Mud can't really do too much. And watch this low line, the speed they carry off this low line. Look at that, 98 pulling right up to the 6. And Mud's just going to have to let this one go because there's nothing he's going to be able to do. And your new leader, Ryan Williams, in the NetFlix Rookie Cup Series here. And look how close he runs Mud to the wall. And that's something these guys have been doing the entire race, and it's caused a few incidents, matter of fact. And look at that. That was close. Mud now going 3 wide with the 43, and Bedford in the middle, and the 06. And it's going to be really close, but this is what the 98 wants to see. And look at them making contact as the 43 trying to get everything off the corner. And look at that, how close they get. And if it comes down to it, this finish is going to be crazy if it's something like that. 98 of Ryan Williams hopes he can just stay out front and keep it there. And look at this. The 38, Vogel, getting into the side of Mud, as now falling back to 5th. And we've got a car that is blown up. And he's gotten into something. I think that might be a caution. No, that is not a caution, so we'll have to take a look at what happened. But right now on the track, lead change as Austin now takes the lead. And the 98 of Ryan Williams is going to lose that. But let's take a look at what happened to Gardner, as he has been... Oh, and he's hit the pit wall, and we've caught that late. We've caught that late, and he's almost upside down after hitting the pit wall. And he is just nursing it back to pit lane, but he is putting a ton of oil on the track to make sure these guys stay out of that. As they are reporting a lot of slipping and sliding, that might be from that oil. But what has happened to Gardner is he can't steer the car, and I think he's gotten into the wall again. Would that bring out the caution? And that, I don't know what's wrong. He's gotten into the pit wall twice now. So a series of unfortunate events for Gardner, and that is comical to say the least. He's gotten out of his car and they've got that cleaned up, so no caution. We stay green here at Michigan in the Netflix Rookie Cup Series, and that's definitely a rookie move. I've just never seen that anywhere, though. Oh, and we've got a caution on the track. We'll have to see what for. As I just heard, or we just got notification that caution is out. I think it's going to involve these guys. So back to the line. It's going to be a photo finish for the lead, and it's going to be the 5. It comes out of nowhere to take this lead. Let's go take a look what happened. I think this is going to involve quite a few cars. As we're trying to find the exact moment when this occurs. I'm not sure if it involves these guys. The caution's already out. I think it just might be some of the debris that was laid down because Gardner was in the pits. Trying to find the exact moment the caution is thrown. Right there, the caution is thrown. We'll have to find out what causes that to be thrown, though. And it appears that nothing is to throw the caution. I think that's just purely just a debris caution. So under our second caution here at the Netflix Rookie Cup Series, as we'll see if they want to pit, as we are closing in on the last 20 laps of the race. As these guys would like to stay out, and we are back to green flag racing once again here at Michigan. About to be 20 laps to go next time by. As the 5 is wasting some time now trying to get to the bottom. It's going to cost him. There comes the 4. As the 4 has to get out of the gas, and he almost gets into the 5, and the 43 can also say the same. And we were just talking about Ryan Williams about 5 minutes ago, and look, here he is. He's back up front. That time across the line, put him 4th place. As Ryan Williams would love to get a win, something he has not been able to do, and it's something he's always wanted to do, and definitely would just like to get a good finish if that's all he can get. And right now, where he's at, he would consider a good finish, to say the very least. And look how hard 6 of mud runs it through these corners. And he's making it work right now. And he's going to be up into the lead. I think the high line's not going to get it done today. I think you're going to have to be on the low line. And unfortunately for Ryan Williams, he's not got any space to get down there right now. And the future doesn't look too good for him because he's got a lot of cars coming on the bottom line. I think he could get under the 14 right here if he wants to, because the 32 kind of is lacking behind, or the 82 is lacking behind, excuse me. I think that's what Ryan Williams is going to try to do, but he's late. He's missed his shot, the opportunity. No, he doesn't. He dives low, so now Ryan Williams dives into the apron. As we are under 20 laps to go now, and new leader about to be given, maybe so. There's a 6 of mud. Side drives off of the corner. Not going to work, as the 6 continues to work on the low line. He should get it here, and look how close. You've got to be careful because you could cut one of those tires down if the splitter hits it. And oh, look at the 6, or the 82 and the 38 were getting together there off the corner. That is right in front of Brent McCaleb in the 28. That could have been big. Not a lot of crashes today. We've stayed relatively clean. We've had that big flip, though, on that first caution. And then that other caution not too many laps to go. But right now, these guys are staying relatively clean. And for rookies, that is a lot to ask for. Some new faces up front right now. The 67 of Walton. Look at the 98 of Williams. Get that car settled on the low line. Gonna get to second. Gonna move up, and it looks like he's gonna get to second at the line. He's gonna get to first if he keeps doing this. But once you get on that high line, you're really just blocked. You really can't do nothing. And look at the 98. He gets the quarter panel under the 57 or the 67 of Walton, and he's gonna take the lead like it was nothing. He hasn't cleared him yet, but I can almost guarantee that he's going to right here. Watch the low line speed. But right there, he moves up to the high line. That's not where you want to be. It is good to get all that speed off the corner, but you don't want to let the 43 get under you, and I think that's what Ryan Williams knows, and he's going to jump to the bottom line. And he's going to stay up on the high line just for now, and he's going to angle it in, though. Oh, he leaves the bottom line open. That is not what you want to do, Williams. And he's going to pay. Here comes the 43 of Austin. Five to go, and we'll be 10 to go. 5 laps, and we'll be 10 to go. That's what I meant to say. As now Ryan Williams again gets put up into the hung out to dry lane. And that's what's going to happen, unfortunately. These guys on the bottom line are just going to continue to win, win, win. It's the person who utilizes the bottom the best will be your victor today. And the 43, you would think he would have just learned the lesson that Ryan Williams was just taught by himself. As the 43 tries, he remembers, he goes, oh, I should be down there. Too late now. Here comes the 38 of Ogle on the bottom. And if it continues doing that, the 14 will be there. And the 83 of Riddle. Three-car of Goss, a new guy up front here. New leader. This is a really high lead-changing race here. These cars are continuing to run 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 the entire race. And I don't know what you do to change it. But here comes the 14 as we're looking 3 wide off the corner. And look at that. Ryan Williams shoots the middle. And now we're starting to see some middle line action. Second place is 3 wide. Got to be real careful. It's a really tight spot. Does the 98 of Ryan Williams dive low? He does. And I think he's going to get second off the corner. And look how close he gets to him. And here comes the 67 of Walton. Running real close. Got to be careful going in this corner, though. Contact. Oh, they are into each other there for a second. That shoves the 43 all the way up the track. We're going to be 3 wide off the corner, and Austin's going to be in a tight spot. He gets it 2 wide there. And Ryan Williams puts himself in a very good position here as we're 2 laps away from 10 to go. But he has to continue to maintain that low line posture, because if not, he's going to just be pushed all the way to the back. And I think Ryan may have learned that lesson. We'll see if he uses it in any of his soon-to-be tactics to get this lead. But you've got to watch out for this 3 wide racing into turn 1, because watch how close these cars get just to angle it into the corner. You can only imagine if you put another car in that equation how tight it's going to be, and maybe how late it's going to be to save. Up front though, Ryan Williams now being up front quite a few times today, looking to just take it again. As the 67 of Walton says, well, hell, hold on, I want to be up here too, and he tries to make the move on Ryan Williams. He does not. 98 of Williams, though, going to take the lead off turn number 4. And next time by, we will be 10 to go here at Michigan. As these cars have not slowed down their pace whatsoever today. Only 2 cautions plaguing this race, and right now I think it's going to get a lot more heated near the end of this race. And these guys know what's on the line, and that is the supremacy and leaving the first race of the season leading the championship points and having a chance to really carry that momentum on to the next set of races. But at the line, Ryan Williams is going to lose the lead, but I think the guy that took it away from him may be in the same pool here in a second. Walton trying to do everything to keep Goss behind him. It's not going to work, though. The low line prevails once again. But does Williams do the same thing as he did last time? Jump in the middle, but he was not able to do it there. The 82 back up front again after we've seen him drop back there for a little bit. And look at the 82, not really taking the normal line that everybody else was doing, giving a lot of room to that high line, and I think that's going to give the 67 an advantage here, as he's got the draft going down the front stretch. Neiman does not. But, oh, really close going into one, and these guys just keep getting closer and closer, and it's eventually going to bite one of them in the butt. Right now they're making it work. Look at this, going to look 3 wide off the corner, and they make it 2. Oh, we got a car around. Oh, and that's a huge crash in the back. Someone has gotten into the inside wall a ton, and that is Martinez, and he has hit the wall very, very hard with the front end of that car, and that car is ruined. Coming back to the line, though, will this be the caution? No caution. That is not, there was no caution for that wreck, so we stay green. Wow, what a set of events. You'd think that'd be a debris caution. But it's not going to happen, so the officials are going to keep it. Let's take a look at how this all occurred. Look how hard this hit is for Martinez. Look at this. Oh, that's head on into the wall, too. And luckily, he's fine and able to drive it away. And we stay green, but look at this as we come back. His teammate has lost the lead. Neiman slides really high off the corner and is going to lose the lead to the 06. And can you guess who it is? Bedford back to the top spot. How did that occur? Bedford was 4th. And look at this, 3 wide. Oh, and there was contact by the 30. And he made it work. So that's got to be the pass of the race right there. But these guys are racing really, really hard as we are closing in on 6 laps to go here at the end of this event. Look at this, 3 wide. These guys cannot race like this and continue to be green. And this is going to be a tight, very tight turn 4. Watch this. 4 wide almost as they come off this corner. And I believe one of these cars has a lot of damage, and it's Stafford. He's received a lot of damage to the back end of his car. We'll have to go back and take a look at that, how that happened. But up front, look at this. Lap traffic starting to play a factor into this race. Reeds and Wesley, who have all been involved in other crashes, now stack up the bottom or the top side of the field and are holding for the time Bedford up as well. So this whole field's going to get packed now. Will Wesley let this car go? Wesley lets Bedford around, but now everybody on the top side is going to be pretty screwed as Reeds now holds the top spot. Not going to let that go away. Nowhere for these guys to go. And now Bedford is going to pull away, and if nothing happens, he's going to win this race. Yeah, and this is unfortunate because these guys up here really had a shot to make a difference. Now I think with Reeds and Wesley on the high side, you're going to have to get to the low line, and then you're going to have to catch Bedford, and I think it's going to be all but too late to make a difference. As look at this, Riddle trying to get Bedford as he's got Goss under him. And I think it's going to be too late if these guys can't get to him in time. Back in the pack, these guys are trying to get around him, but the 99 continues to have nowhere to go, so he stays on the top side. So now you're going to have to get to the bottom line. You're going to have to do it fast. We're running out of time, they're saying. Look at this. 3 wide, working it off the top side as these guys almost get into each other. And now Bedford might actually have some competition as Goss has gotten around the 22. And he's gotten around the 28 of McCaleb as McCaleb now starting to move his way up. If a caution is to come out now, the race will end. The next flag will end the race. As now Goss just trying everything he can to get to Bedford. Last time by was a 38.447 to 38.585. So faster is Goss, but is he having enough time to catch him is the question. Let's look at these guys back here. They are running real close, and they're still being held up by Wesley and Reeds. As now, here comes McCaleb. That is not what Goss wanted to see. He had just gotten really close to Bedford, and now he's going to have to sacrifice his speed, and it's probably going to cost him the race, that right there. 3 wide for turn number 4 as they come down the front stretch. Next time by, we will see the white flag. I don't think anybody has anything for Bedford, and I think the nail in the coffin's about to begin for the 28, and that is, look at the 22. I think that's going to end any chance to catch Bedford. As long as these guys run too wide like this, it's not going to happen. So out of turn number 4, the 06 of Bedford. Of William Bedford, I just want to get that name right. William Bedford takes the white flag here in the Netflix Rookie Cup Series. As he continues to lead, does the 22 have enough time? I don't believe so, especially with the 17 going under him right now. So the downfall of Bedford appears to be, or the downfall for everybody trying to catch Bedford is everybody else wants to get a little piece of it. Going to be 3 wide per second, it looks like, but off turn number 4, William Bedford is going to be your first rookie winner here in the Netflix Rookie Cup Series. William Bedford wins at Michigan. Stafford is going to get second as they were 2 and 3 wide coming across the line. And what a race. If it wouldn't have been for Reeds or Wesley holding these guys up, I think we would have had a better one, but it is the Netflix Rookie Cup Series, and these guys are learning how to drive these cars effectively. Right now, though, that was one for the books. If you want to see the full results for this race, make sure to check out the description, look at the Facebook fan page, and we'll see you next week.